Continue on my series of garden tips, and today I'm going to talk about zucchini. Before I get started, I'm going to say Happy Easter. Hope everyone has a very good day. And I think I maybe got one more, maybe two more in this series, and that'd be a wrap for the year. But let's talk about zucchini, and I know it's most people say the yellow squash and zucchini is the same. To me, they're totally different growing wise. I know they're in the same family. But to me, zucchini is a lot harder to grow than yellow squash in the summer squash stuff, even in the seed catalogs, they're in the same, on the same page and categories and everything. But like I said, the zucchini to me is harder to grow. So yellow squash to me seems fairly easy. So I'm gonna give you all the tips that I know. One thing that I do very a lot that I shouldn't do is I plant them too close together. They need their space. You can get away with planting squash pretty close together, yellow squash. But zucchini, they need their space, so you got to space them out. I like to, at least 2.5 foot between the plants. There's some that are a little more bushy or compact, I guess you would say, that you can plant closer together, but I don't grow that variety. I have tried it in the past, and they do okay. But my number one tip right now is don't plant them too close. So next thing, they seem like they need a lot more water, so you're going to have either water or some really good rain. Then yellow squash. So you got to kind of watch that a little better. The other thing is the variety. Now I experiment with a lot, and the variety I've my go-to variety in zucchini is in the pay series, like the payload, the paycheck. What's the other one? Payday. I think there's a payday. And there's one more that I grow in the pay series, and they've all really done good for me. I've had fairly good luck with Senator, the dark greens, kind of the heirloom. I don't do really good on them. So pick your good variety for your area. Kind of experiment or ask around, see what's good for them. Triumph I've done pretty good with. There's another one come out with. Can't remember what it is, but I've grown it before and it's done really good. So just kind of experiment or ask around and pick a good variety for your area. I kind of try to get the ones with a more open bush, because when you go to pick them now, some varieties got pretty good spines on you. They'll mark your fruit up, or they'll cut your arms. I mean, not cut, but they'll prick your arms. So you kind of got to watch that. So I try to get an open bush, and they seem to do a little better. Next thing is, when you see one on the vine, you got to keep a close eye on it, because you'll come out one morning it'll be this big. You'll come out and you wait the next morning, it's gonna be this big. So you got to I keep them picked, and as soon as I see them, as soon as I get to the size bigger than that right there, I start picking them. Because you working around here, you work a job, you'll forget about it. If you come back 2 days later, it's going to be this big, and it's not going to be worth anything hardly. If it gets real big, you can cut it up and use it for zucchini bread or something like that. But as far as fresh eating, I think they get a little too tough when they get to a certain size. So you got to keep an eye on the fruit, and make sure you have a good pollination. They got of course, that's why I keep bees. They pollinate really well. And fertilization, I think they need more fertilized than a yellow squash. So I fertilize them sometimes. I feel like I fertilize them twice as much, or at least 50% more than I do yellow squash. So I need good fertilization, good water, your spacing. That's probably your biggest thing right there. And then, of course, your variety. I've said that 1,000 times. On anything is your variety. Something goes good in your area. So, like I said, the ones I grow are the pay series, and we'll be planting those in about a week or so. So I'll kind of show you that, and follow on the channel, and see exactly which ones I plant first and all that. So I think that's all I got on the zucchini. I think next week we might do melons, and we'll probably wrap it up. Of course, you know there's other stuff, but not really an expert on other stuff like lettuce. I can't hardly grow. I just started learning how to grow carrots, so everything you do, you know, it's a learning process. So something else I did. I just started growing sweet corn, but I feel like I'm pretty good at it so far. And of course, pumpkin. Well, I guess I could do one on pumpkins, or I could do melons and pumpkins all at once. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Appreciate you watching. Give us a thumbs up. Support your local farmer. We'll see you down in the farm next video.